Cody, we are now in the knockout stages of the World Cup. We got to talk about World Cup. The World Cup today so far, the first two games have been absolute cinema. In the first game, Japan went up 1-0, and everybody was losing their minds, and Brazil was able to get one to equalize it. And I believe in the 93rd minute, they were able to score. Gabriel
Martinelli. Yep.
Martinelli from Arsenal wins it in Houston for Brazil as Brazil moves to the round of 16. And if you guys follow me, Paraguay is plays similar to Iowa football. They took Germany to the brink and beat them in penalties 4-3. Oh my goodness, Cody! Today was cinema.
Yeah. And I mean, also, yeah, this is actually this is day 2 of the knockout stage. As yesterday we had the first matchup of the knockout stage with South Africa taking on Canada. That was one of those, like, that reminded me of a lot of, like, that basically was just a test of like 90 plus minutes, and Canada was able to find the winner. This is the equivalent to, I'm trying to think, would be like, it reminds me a little bit of the Miami Pittsburgh game for 2007, where you couldn't really get anything, but
Mm-hmm.
Canada was able to find that goal in the 91st minute, and it sends them to the round of 16 for the first time. It is their first knockout stage win, so a big thing for Canada, one of the host nations. And yeah, today it was a force for Japan. This seems to be the theme for them. They get to the knockout stage, they go up like a goal, and then they lose it in heartbreaking fashion. This is kind of the same story that we saw in 2018, where Japan was up on Belgium, but Belgium gets a last minute goal in the 2018
Mm-hmm.
World Cup to knock out Japan. Then in 2022, Japan loses to Croatia on penalty shootout. And again, Japan just, I think for me, it was just they got the goal, but they didn't go for the two to maybe like put the kill on, and instead got a little too conservative. And Brazil able to get back and get more comfortable into the game, and then equalize with a perfect Casemiro header right into the back of the net. And then on that game winning goal by Gabriel Martinelli, Japan had there was a really bad turnover just outside the box, and there was just too much
Yeah.
space for Martinelli, and it got the winner. And then in this game, Germany had their chances. They had their chances. They had a goal in the first period of extra time, but it gets called back for a foul because one of the German players made contact and interfered with the space of the goalkeeper for Paraguay, Oliver Gill, who I said this right before we got on air. The goalkeepers in this World Cup have just been on another level.
I agree. It's the goalkeeping has been absolutely amazing. This is why it's called the beautiful game across the world. And like obviously, if you're casual,